right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Always Chillin' Podcast. Skinny D and the Sandman in the barbershop. Once again, special guest today, special episode. We got David, barber from Crete, Nebraska. If you're around Crete, Nebraska, you got what's your shop called? Just the
Diaz Bros
Diaz
Barber
Bros
Shop.
Barber Shop.
Diaz
That's what I thought.
Brothers. Go a little closer, bro.
Yeah, Diaz Bros Barber Shop.
Yeah, so if you're around, check them out. I see you guys posted on Facebook and stuff. Like, you guys obviously give good cuts and stuff there. So, and the shop looks really cool. I've never been there, but like Damon was saying, it looks like just a cool place to
Looks like a barbershop.
hang out.
Should.
Yeah,
I
like,
always said it looked like a barbershop.
like people probably do come to just like chill, right? Like,
Yeah.
not even get a
Time.
haircut, just hang out.
Well, that's what a barbershop is.
Yeah.
But it should be.
For the
I think
community.
we discussed, a lot of dudes want to get away. Like, probably maybe you can, probably some of my busiest times will maybe be Christmas Day. Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Really?
Motherfuckers got to get the fuck away from these chicks, man, for a minute. Let me see if the barbershop open real quick. Yeah, I learned to be here for a little, like, oh, shit. Throughout the years, man, my phone be Thanksgiving Eve, you know what I mean? Maybe even Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, they want to get away, man. Yeah,
You'd be surprised, man.
You'd be surprised.
Hey, I got $100 in lineup. Come on, please. We
Well, yeah, I
we show
guess.
up. I don't even want to line up, bro. I just want to chill. I brought some beer too. I'm like,
Might
Alright.
not even cut hair,
I only made $100 to hang out.
pretty much.
Ain't bad.
Yeah.
Ain't bad.
Yeah.
How long you been cutting hair?
with a license.
Whatever.
Yeah, we all. That's
Hey,
barber
whatever-
shit right there.
Whatever you're
Professional?
comfortable.
Like, with
Whatever you're comfortable
license
telling
or-
me.
I mean,
man.
I think I've been cutting hair about 20 years now.
Yeah.
Professionally,
That's a good skill, man.
13 years ago.
That's a
Yeah,
really.
about 13.
2011,
Yeah, we're working
2012.
on.
That's a really good skill.
Working on 13.
Yeah.
I don't. How long do you think it would be before people trusted a robot to do that? Like
The way
it feels like
the day
it's always gonna be a person.
human skull is perfect.
Yeah.
Never.
never,
Yeah, like,
never.
I don't-
Yeah,
Yeah,
never.
you know.
I
Never.
don't know that I'd ever feel good enough about because I got that new car and it like steers on the interstate
It's a
for me a
robot.
little bit and I like barely trust that. But
You're
it's
driving
cool.
a robot.
No, I
Lane-
definitely wouldn't trust
Lane
one
assist.
Yeah,
I
but
like it.
I definitely wouldn't trust one to have a razor
I
blade
don't,
on
I
my.
don't,
fucking
I don't
head.
ever see that happening.
Yeah.
There's too many, and I hate to go back to school on y'all, but there's too many manipulations.
Yeah.
People think you just pop the clippers on and you just go to cut. Nah, you got to move that skin around. You got to move that hair around. All hair doesn't just grow up and down. That shit might go around and around and around. You know what I mean? You might thought you took something out and turned them back around, and here it is again. You be like, what? Yeah, I don't think a robot will ever.
And plus, robots don't talk to people. So.
Robots don't talk to people.
They do kind of now though.
Yeah,
A little
they got the AI.
A little
you
bit.
know.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
it's a good skill, and it's like recession proof because everybody always needs haircuts.
Yeah, all the time.
So like no matter how the economy is, people are getting their haircut.
I mean, we're talked about in the Bible. This is my flex. Some people, oh, you just a barber. You just cut hair. I'd like to hand you the clippers and see how far you get with them. But yeah, we talked about it in the Bible. Two of the oldest professions, barbering and prostitution.
Yeah, I was gonna say they say the oldest one's prostitution, but probably barber
I think
first.
barbering. Yeah, they found they were talking about barbering tools in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we are, especially in the state of Nebraska,
Yeah,
man.
that's crazy.
The barbers are in high demand
Yeah.
wherever we go. That's what I said. We can set up Bakersfield, California to Brooklyn, from Minnesota to Texas, man, and we can get some bread.
Yeah, it's easy. Yep. In Marine Corps, if you could cut hair, you were really popular, for sure. There was a dude at SOI. There was a dude he just did high and tights for like all day on Saturday. He'd make like $300. He'd do like $5 a cut, just like.
He was an actual Marine himself.
Yeah, we would do it.
Oh
we
yeah,
would,
he got his.
like
Jaeger.
we would train the whole week, and then he'd set up his little shop. There's like a picnic table in like the little courtyard area, and he had
He was getting paid.
Yeah,
he used a trash bag and shit.
that's that yaper, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I once was stranded in Yuma, Arizona, and cut my way back to Lincoln. Got me $116
that too,
bus
man.
ticket, dog.
too.
Got back home.
You could just post up somewhere with a sign probably that says
I
like
had them clippers,
$10
man.
haircut.
Had them
People
clippers.
people
They
come
just
do
look
that.
at Demond and know he's a barber.
You do look like a barber.
Do I?
Yeah. Maybe it's because every time I see you, you have those barber poles behind you, and it's just like my brain's doing it. But
Well, you got to look the part too.
yeah,
You got to look the part. There's definitely. I just said this the other day. I might start cutting hair in slacks and vests. Might go to a little bow tie or something.
well, I came here because I was like the dude that cuts hair there is definitely a black dude, and I was looking for that because like when I got back, I was like, I really liked a fade after the Marine Corps,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, where do I get a fade? And I'm like, cost cutters? Like, no, not cost cutters. So I was like, I don't know where to go. So I was looking at Facebook, and I was like, that dude probably knows how to do a fade for sure. And here I am. And then your wife ended up cutting my hair, but
It's funny how that worked out.
yeah, but she gave me this is the best fade I've ever had.
Funny how that
I don't even let you do. He's like, you want me to cut you up? So I'm like, no, Jana can do it, dude. Jana's been doing it a long time. She knows how to do it, dude.
I do cut a lot of white dudes' hair, man.
I do. I almost do want to let you try it. Just
Yeah, I got you, man. Just let me know.
maybe we will do that one time.
And maybe it's like
There's a podcast. Yeah, there's that podcast. He's cutting your hair and y'all having it at the same time.
Well, gee, I don't. Is that like? Would Jana be? I feel weird, you know.
Janice should be part
Jana
of the
cuts my
podcast
hair,
that
dude.
day, and just like
We can work that out, dog. I think we can work that out somehow.
Like
I think it would have to be you, though, dog.
Like, is that like bad to do?
I think it would have to be you cutting hair
and y'all doing the podcast.
in your shop.
Yeah, I'm down.
We, we might just plan a whole different show right there. We
try
gotta
that?
start thinking with another name now.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah, that might work out, man. I haven't seen that done yet.
Wood floors, high ceilings,
Yeah,
good lighting.
like I said, like a barbershop look.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just plugged another show. Be on the lookout, everybody. Be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for
Yeah,
that.
man. When did you decide that you wanted to cut hair?
Professionally.
Yeah, be a barber. Yeah, like
I was 21. I was roofing at the time. My brother Julian was in barbering school at the time. I realized having my firstborn daughter, I need to do something more
Decisions
flexible.
need to be made. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do something else. I can't, work a 9 to 5 and not be there for my daughter whenever I need to. So this was brought up to me. I took my few of my family members into like orientation or whatever, getting introduced to whoever does your paperwork or whatever in school, your financial aid, and she started talking with me, and I'm like, shit, this seems pretty easy. You know what? Let's fucking try it out. What's the worst I could do? Just quit and, I tried it out, I was already cutting hair prior to that, so I like the art too, and it was, barbering is art.
yeah, for sure.
Most
Everyone's
definitely.
every barber's a different artist, so everyone's gonna do something differently. You know what I mean? Like just like a chef.
Yeah, right. And you guys went to barber school together at the same time?
Yeah, me and him started together.
Started
actually.
same day,
Finished.
graduated same day.
Yeah.
So, and Jana was teaching. So Jana
She
taught all
was-
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was.
Me and
crazy.
Devon would probably eat, smoke, chill,
all
test
that
together.
All
You know
that
what I
together.
mean?
All that together.
Nice, man.
And we had another homie named Tom. Kind of reminds you of him.
Yeah.
He just blonde,
Yeah.
right?
But
We
this-
had another homie named Tom.
But this is like suburban Tom.
Yeah,
Like,
suburban Tom.
the Tom that's like, you guys seem fucking cool. Show me how to be ghetto or hood.
right.
So-
Probably had never seen
Yeah.
a Mexican or a black dude that close before.
So me and Devon, probably gave each other the look and like, we know what we're gonna do with him. I think Devon took him out a few times. I took him out a few times. He's like,
Y'all crazy than a motherfucker.
yeah.
Yeah, we had a wild class, man. We had a talented class too, though.
Yeah, and we were we all knew what we wanted too. you
Yeah,
know?
most definitely. I think everybody. Well, I most definitely knew I wasn't going to work for somebody.
I wasn't gonna do anything else.
Wasn't
So
gonna
we
do
had no
nothing else.
choice to do nothing else. We had to do this.
So we kind of was hyping each other up about that the whole time, the whole way. Like,
Yeah,
nah, man,
that's
this is it.
Yeah,
For
you-
me, I was fresh out of the penitentiary. You was fresh off of the roof. Like, it was decision time for both of us at the same time. Really, yeah.
So you planned on starting your own business from the beginning?
Yeah.
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 That's
Because
it's gotta be one of the perks, man.
he
Like,
knew what he wanted to do. I knew what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
Once you know what you want to do, and
You
you have
get around
you
like-minded
have no
people.
other choice, you got to give it a y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got that.
Shit, we graduated. What was that?
April 2012.
April. By I think June, I had an establishment. We had a building, and we had everything in that building we did by hand, from the floating floor to the walls to the fucking ceiling tiles.
Yep.
I was on the ladder painting.
I remember that.
and hadn't even had the call yet from this college to say, hey, officially,
You're accepted.
you
Yeah,
passed. But I'm jumping off the ladder, paint specs. I got you, bro. Literally, man, literally painting and chopping. And remember getting that call, and I was like, oh shit, fuck the paint for a minute. I'm a barber now. Yeah, don't mind that wall over there, bro. Yeah, I got you. Shit, I probably that first year, man, I was doing odds and ends, doing we did a paper route for probably about a year and a half just to keep the shop going while I was cutting. And I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to. I knew I wanted to be a barber. I knew I wanted my own business, but I wanted to go into business more for the flexibility. Like I try to tell young barbers all the time, like, yeah, you can do dope cuts all you want, but number one, you got to be able to communicate. You got to be able to lead people in the right directions, and meet people. Like, I know doctors, lawyers, where I'm at over here, senators, plumbers. I can go get my car fixed. I can get heart surgery. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Developing relationships with them people.
Pretty well networked, man.
Yeah. That's the word right there. Networking with people.
Yeah.
And I agree 100%, bro. 100%.
Everybody needs a haircut, man.
All the time.
Yeah.
All
Police
the time.
need haircuts.
And yeah,
Doctors need haircuts. The president needs a haircut. Who does cut the president's hair? Does he have like a? Is there a guy? And he's
That's
just like
one motherfucker.
That's the only dude he cuts is the president.
He probably has to live in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
he ain't got no barbershop. He ain't got no. That's it right there. Damn, how much is that cut?
I don't know.
What do you?
Or do they just use their own barbers because they want to be like men of the people?
I think he goes to cost cutters. I seen his haircut.
Well, lately they probably like.
Well, which president?
No, hey, no
about?
offense. Hey,
Right.
cost cutters is the number one franchise for barbering.
Number wise.
Yeah, I mean, that's
if you
right.
wanna talk-
If
wanna
you
talk
look, if you
numbers,
look it up, number wise, they're number one franchise.
That's where I always
they're
went.
everywhere for a reason, right?
Canada and United States.
They had a $10 Tuesday.
And we were just I was just chatting with one of my barber homies the other day about this. And they're number one for a reason. It's high demand. Everyone needs haircuts and no one has a lot of time.
Yeah, and they just like,
Everyone wants to get something quick.
churn them out, man.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
A lot of times,
And they're pretty good at like
Yeah.
normal haircuts. Like,
Yeah. It's
At
not
the,
no
like,
knock on the
you're like,
barbers. I think
I want
maybe
this one, and they go, okay.
as a corporation, maybe they exploit some barbers a little too much. Maybe they even hold some back too much. But yeah,
I wonder if they still get paid hourly. They used to get paid hourly.
Yeah, hourly.
Yeah.
Where that's
That's not good.
That's
you
just-
don't want to cut
Probably
30 heads a day and get $80 a day. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I'd be hot as fish grease walking
$100
out
a
of there.
day.
I wonder how
You
much
know?
of the tips they even get.
Oh, they get good
Oh,
tips.
that's
They get to keep all of it.
No, I'm thinking they get a percentage of it.
Yeah.
They're working for somebody. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, even like their tips, they lose a little bit of it. Yeah, presidents pretty much all use their own barber.
You
It's
guys
not that
cool if I go
interesting.
live or no?
Bro,
Yeah,
you good, man.
yeah, you
Just
do it.
Instagram
It's
live.
the show, man. It's always chilling, dog. That's what we
Yeah,
do.
go for it, dog. Yeah, so I don't know. They just pick their own barbers, I guess.
Presidents.
I thought maybe there was like a special guy. They like keep him in a room.
Joe Biden
and they're
ain't
like,
getting no motherfucking
Time for a
haircut.
haircut. Well, yeah, I mean lately they don't really need haircuts, I guess.
We got to go back to
Obama.
let's go.
No, Obama's barber was from Chicago.
Yeah, he was going to the hood. Yeah, he was going to the hood.
I think I'm not too sure. Every time he was going back to the hood, he was taking
The whole squad.
the whole squad.
Shut the block. Shut the block down. I need to go get chopped real quick. I think Obama was going to the hood. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to JFK, man. That motherfucker had a head of hair on him, man.
Yeah, he's cool.
He was slick, bro.
He's on my list for like
that
the
whole Kennedy
coolest.
family. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They had that wave in their hair.
that nice hair,
Mhm.
that good hair. That's why I gotta watch myself at public events and shit. It's-
What?
we gotta also thank Bill Clinton for the bangs.
Yeah, we in some crazy times with the hairstyles now.
Mhm.
I'm seeing a lot of '90s shit come back.
No, a lot of 80s and 90s.
'80s and '90s shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, And I'm cool with that.
But kids nowadays think this is a new haircut.
Yeah, this ain't new.
Yeah.
Like what do they call it? The juice cut. That just bothers me to this day. I'm like,
we used to call that the Gumby.
The Gumby,
You know,
the high top fade, man. It was the high top fade. And I'm gonna take y'all back to maybe maybe mid 80s up until maybe the early 90s. There was no lineup. You weren't asking the barber for a lineup. You were barely asking him for a fade. That whole concept probably didn't hit till about 91, 92, where you go in and ask.
But it was called an edge up first.
Yeah, just a clean up, or
Tape.
what we call it back in the day. We'd go to our barber and say, "Just let me get a schoolboy."
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was a haircut to make you look good to go to school,
That makes sense.
Let me get a good church cut
or a church cut, picnic cut, something, Easter cut.
But that Gumby was that Gumby in the 80s.
The Gumby, I wore the Gumby, man, junior high, 80, 88, 80.
Don't you have a picture of somebody with a Gumby in here? I thought you had a picture.
I thought I did. Yeah, I wore the Gumby, man. I went through all them hairstyles, dog. I definitely had the high top fade. I probably had one of the highest fades in Lincoln back in the days.
Really?
Yeah. I'll show you some pictures.
You had-
I was gonna say.
poof,
I was gonna say.
Yeah, you
had to
had
have a
a
little
little
poof.
because the blend,
You had
the blend
yep.
game wasn't. It didn't exist yet.
Uh,
You wanted a clean line, but yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of blending. Everybody, it was everybody. If you didn't, your barber was different. But everybody always had there was always that little poof right there on your fade.
But that was the thing though. Back in the day,
But it was clean.
when you got that cut, you knew who did that cut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, you went to him. You know.
Yeah, you're right there, rolling your feet.
And it was a respect. I'm like, hey, he did you good. They look good.
Yeah.
They look good. And it was word of mouth. Nowadays, thanks to the media, thanks to the internet and phones,
Yeah.
everything's more advanced. Everything's evolving a lot faster. So certain eras or people aren't appreciating how fast it has evolved for them. You know what I mean?
yeah. Is that where
So
you?
it's ruining it a little bit. It's not about the community anymore.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know
Is
what I
that,
mean?
do you get most of your people off like Facebook and stuff now? You think?
No, man.
Still walking?
Actually, I tried that. Like I tried all the apps and all the the hype of being a new barber back then. I can't remember what was it, Booksy or something like that. Yeah, I tried all that. But like I said, I grew up across the street, like around the corner from a barber shop. So I always saw the hustle and the bustle of that. And the old man Wade never went by appointment. You walk in here. COVID kind of made me start going to appointments, but the way I'm located in this community, I really don't need a whole lot of Facebook or internet advertisement.
I just started that about 3 or 4 years ago
Did
too.
you? Yeah.
I got on Facebook and Instagram and start getting networking. But most of my experience and skills are throughout time. Hands-on experience,
It's the best way to get it.
Now I think YouTube. I'm learning more because of YouTube.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
YouTube's like I can do anything now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I need to know. I changed the suspension springs in my washer. I'm just like,
Did that shit, dog.
I just watched another guy do it, and I just did what he did.
That's what I think about TikTok.
Fixed.
I think TikTok is highly educational.
TikTok's
Yes.
about to go away, man.
I see that, and
I mean, and look, don't get me wrong. Think about this, guys. Thanks to YouTube, TikTok, there's been a lot of downfall in trades. Anybody could do this, anybody could do that, anybody could cut hair, anybody could change a furnace. I changed my own
it's
furnace.
true.
I thought I had to
Yeah.
call somebody. I went on YouTube. I did that. It's,
That's a good point. Yeah, there is.
so
highly educational.
You don't have to
it's highly
call people
educational.
for
It's
something.
It's free education is what I should say.
Oh,
Because you usually got to pay for shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
Or like what I said, with time, experience it. Read it or have somebody teach you it.
Sometimes it's kind of fun to try it yourself, man.
No, it's
Why
always-
not?
Yeah.
Like
My dad used to say back in the day, before you pay somebody, he'll fuck up good.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the washing machine's already broken.
It's like if you're gonna fuck up
it
good.
can't get any worse.
It's like what am I gonna? Like,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm either gonna fix it or it's still gonna be broken.
We gonna get a new one. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
But our era, like in the 70s and 80s or 90s, or you know, if you were raised, I say in the 80s and 90s, you broke things and fixed them. You didn't replace them. You know what I mean?
And that washer was in your family for 30 years after being fixed 4 or 5 times. Hell yeah. Hell
Dude, we've
yeah.
had a dryer since like it's got to be going on 12 years. We've had this dryer.
Yeah, man, I'm fixing that.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
the
we've
fuck
never
not?
even had it. There's never even anything been wrong with it. Like we have a new washing machine. We have a new like Samsung washing machine, and we got this dryer that looks like it's from the laundromat.
But shit lasted longer though too back in the
Yeah.
80s and the 90s.
It did.
Shit lasted way,
It
way,
did.
way longer.
But you know, the same conversation we're having right now, when we were young, we hear this shit from the old
Mhm.
folks.
Right.
And we'd be like,
How it goes,
no.
man. Hey,
Yeah.
man.
You know?
Mm-hmm. That's how it goes.
Nah, when you find yourself saying shit that your dad used to say, what's that? Them commercials like
Yeah,
when you
the,
turn
like,
into your
the, like,
parents
Geico
and shit. Ah, fuck,
Progressive or
man.
whatever. the fuck
Did
that
I
is.
just say that? Damn. Yeah, I'm saying shit my dad used to say now.
Yeah, I mean it's just the way you feel about stuff changes when you get older.
It's
man.
dope though, man. I mean, like I said on past episodes, man, I probably shouldn't have been here at least twice.
Yeah.
I know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I know for sure where God was like, "Hey, man, what the fuck you doing?" My second time in prison, I was thinking then I came to terms with it, but I always felt like I shouldn't have went to prison. Like it was like fluke shit. I actually thought I might have got probation, but God laid me down. I seriously think I was actually sentenced for all the shit that I had gotten away with, because the shit that I was in there.
Oh, you got karma.
You know, right there that day, dog. And I was like, okay, I get it. This is for all that shit.
Yeah.
And at that time, what was that? 04, 05, man, Lincoln was hot than a motherfucker, man. You was either gonna get 15, 20 years, or you was going to sleep. That was a hot ass summer that summer. So yeah, I'm glad to be saying shit that my dad said. I'm glad to be 48 years old, almost 50 years old, man.
Mm-hmm.
In any day not in prison, dog, is fucking Disney World to me.
God is good.
God is good all the time. You gotta believe one way or the other, sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
And he put you through some stuff, man, that you be like, I ain't gonna make it, but you make it, you know? That's how you get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get stronger.
Yeah, it's like some.
You know
Like-
what I mean? And then later on you realize that you said, damn, it hit you. This is why that happened.
This is why that happened.
I'm here now because of that happened.
This is why that happened.
You know what I mean? Or I made this choice into doing this and this because of that happened.
Yeah, I saw this. I saw this study about like successful like millionaires, like CEOs, like people like that. Almost all of them had some kind of like traumatic event
Experience.
in their childhood.
Yeah.
Because there's something about the human brain where it's like it's wired to not only bounce back, but bounce back and be more resilient.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer. in
Yeah.
that.
So people who have some kind of traumatic experience in their childhood
Oh, yeah.
kind of are more likely to be more successful if like, and that's if they.
A
You know, some people don't recover, but
they don't, and if they like shit, and if they when they do decide to get better, they get better, and if they don't, when they fall, man, it's like double time. Man.
For sure,
So
yeah.
that fight back is always hard. So I be telling motherfuckers like, if you ain't been in no trouble, you ain't got no felonies, and you out here trying to thug it, stop, because that fight back, man. I mean, I'm good now. I think it was a couple episodes. I'm finally about to be out longer than I've ever been in.
really,
Yeah.
that's a big deal.
I'm coming up on that.
It's a big deal, man.
Yeah, I've finally been out longer than I've been in. I think I passed it, but
What are you
ain't
gonna do
really,
for that? You
it
gonna
ain't
cel-
really much to celebrate. But
Well, I was gonna say you gonna celebrate.
you
it,
know
or
what I
like-
mean? Don't clap for me or nothing. But yeah, I think I'm finally to the point where I've been out longer. Than
I mean,
I've
that's
ever been in.
I think it's worth celebrating because you could have. I mean, you could be in jail right now.
I could be.
Or down under, fam.
Could
Yeah,
be.
or something like your life could be a lot different, dude. I think it's worth
Yeah.
this barbering man really saved my life.
I think you deserve celebrating, dude.
I might, man.
I mean, if you can't celebrate stuff like that,
I might Saturday.
what can you?
Saturday celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Might take me a little shot on my couch.
Yeah, just something like that. Just at least acknowledge it. Have a little quiet moment with yourself, you know. Reflect on that.
Smoke to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go.
Yeah, cool. So have you always been in Nebraska? Or because I know some of your family was in Texas, right? Texas
No,
first.
I'm actually
and then...
from Chicago.
Chicago.
Oh yeah.
From
Chi-town.
Southside Shy.
Southside. Rep it, baby.
Yeah, I forgot. My wife was born in Illinois somewhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the essays is everywhere, man.
My dad migrated there in the late 60s.
From Mexico.
Yeah.
So when did you end up in
60s.
Nebraska?
2001, 2.
Yeah, cool.
Something like
So
that.
it's been a
yeah.
while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I've spent half my life here.
Yeah. Always in Crete?
I actually went to Tecumseh High School.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
God damn.
Yeah, like the only. I didn't even know there was. I thought there was.
I went to
only-
Tecumseh High School, too, dog, on the
Yes.
other side of town, though,
Yes.
up on that hill.
I was gonna say, I thought there was. I thought Tecumseh was just a prison, and that's it. I didn't know.
I guess. I didn't know there was a town either.
I didn't know people live in Tecumseh.
Check this out. The year I arrived in Tecumseh was the year one of the inmates actually kidnapped one of the...
Johnson. I can't remember this motherfucker's name. I was in there when he did that, dog.
He handcuffed two of the
Around a tree.
guards around a tree, and it was like wintertime.
Yeah. And left him.
He hijacked their ambulance or whatever they took him in.
Damn.
I was in there.
That was crazy. They put the town on
You were there then?
shutdown.
You were in there while that happened?
Yeah, man.
No, I was in. I think I was in school, or no, I wasn't in school. I was probably at home or in school, but they shut the town down. They had. I'm not sure if
Don't even look out the window.
On the inside, was everybody pissed? Was everybody like this
No,
motherfucker?
you like, hell yeah.
Well, don't you guys get like locked down and fucked
Yeah,
with?
they
and
lock
shit?
us down, but you still like, yeah, you,
Okay.
you going ape shit on your door, you know what I mean? You,
Oh, okay.
you happy for homie, even if it's just 5 minutes.
I think they caught him at a
In
fucking-
Omaha,
Omaha.
shootout.
Reading a book, drinking coffee, like at a bookstore
At
or
a,
some shit.
yeah, at a
I
coffee
don't know.
shop or
Yeah,
some
coffee
shit.
shop.
He ended up getting a
Okay.
real banger. The dude made a gun out of toilet paper.
Yeah,
I see. I thought it would
And-
be more
and-
like a.
And metal detector, they ain't there's no reason to pat you down. They got that what they call it, your 5-pointed. So there's really no reason to pat you down. You've been in prison 17 years.
I see.
You know what I mean? We done stripped you out probably twice.
yep.
Yeah.
They're walking you everywhere. So.
Yeah, so they fucked up. I've been actually 1, 2, 3 escapes.
Really?
Yeah. I was in for
So I
3
figured that would be
escapes.
like a.
4.
They
One
make
dude.
you like lay face down the whole time on the ground or something. Situation.
Usually, like, wait a minute. Let me go back to, I think it was 04. I was actually in my cell taking a nap. I just got off the way pile.
Is there like a siren like? Is it like?
Nah, that's all movie shit.
Yeah.
You gonna hear that? Pack-ow! Pack-ow! That's what you gonna hear. Ain't no sirens or nothing. Pack-ow! The first one is next to you. The next one's in you. But the cell house that I was in, I could kind of see the highway. You can kind of see the tops of the cars and shit. All I remember is seeing like 2 planks of wood get thrown over the fence. They got these things, they call them gators. Like a golf cart, but they're armored
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
It's crazy. They're like little tanks and shit in it that they ride around.
Your shit stopped recording.
Did it?
Yeah, it's all good.
Cool.
We'll have David Cam for a little bit.
It's all good. But I saw the gator come up to the fence, and this one dude got over all the fences. But as I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck, man? I don't know if my eyes is playing with me. I seen like what did I call it? A blood ball. Just a bloody mass.
Yeah.
The Constantine tore his ass up. No girl up there, just pow, pow, pow.
In the wire?
He got over everything.
Oh, okay.
Only one dude did. The other dudes, they was in that motherfucker like possums. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They couldn't move no more. So it's 2 motherfuckers still in the wire. Old boy got all the way over. But I'm looking at, like I said, dude was bloody, man, from the top to the bottom, man. And she just, they fired her.
for getting
She
too.
was filling his ass
She was
up,
a little
dog.
too. She was a little too
She
excited
probably
about it.
shot his ass probably 6 times, homie, and I'm in the cell like, damn, bitch.
She was trigger happy.
Yeah, she was. They ended up firing her. That was one. The second one, I think he had a doctor's appointment or something, like an NSP, like.
Dude.
They don't do surgeries and shit, you know what I mean? They gotta take you out. So whatever county you from, you got your choice. You can go back to that county and get your surgery or whatever, right? How homeboy did this, I don't know. But they brought him back to the parking lot of the prison. I think we was on the yard. Yeah, we was on the yard. And the sheriff came back to get him out and take him back in. Old boy was already uncuffed. Motherfucker had a key or something. And you got these black boxes. They put this black box so you can't really maneuver. The motherfucker that invented this box, bro, was an inmate. Yeah, but it fucks you up so you can't maneuver. You know what I mean? Even if you did have a pistol, it won't let you get to the pistol right. Knocks the sheriff out. He's still shackled. Gets across Highway 2, and his mom had a car waiting on him.
Dang.
Y'all might not remember that one, but this motherfucker.
Yeah, I heard about.
You remember that one? They
Yeah.
found him on in an abandoned house on like 33rd and A or some shit. Motherfucker didn't have enough money to, you got
Get
to
out of town.
escape. You gotta have some bread. You gotta have people willing to play that game with you.
I mean, that's a big risk, man.
That's a big risk.
You show up at my house like, hey, can I hide here? I'm like, nah.
B.
I won't tell them that you came by, but you're not
Man.
gonna be here.
Third dude. I remember me and the homie was on the yard smoking a joint. It was a cold, misty day, and there's a dude. This dude's a busy dude. His name's Jody. So old boy must have got a letter from his wife telling him that Jody moved in, and he was running laps around the South Track. Which ain't nothing. Ain't nothing out of the norm. You running laps, right?
The guy's name was actually Jody?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was like, that'd be crazy if his name was actually Jody.
Nah. It's not. The Jody, though. The
I
infamous
see.
Jody.
So he was just a Jody.
Jody.
Gotcha.
And he just takes off towards the fence. Well, first we thought he was just like burning out. You know what I mean? I thought it was a burnout sprint or something like that.
Yeah.
But he didn't stop. Motherfucker hopped on the fence, tried to climb over, man. The tower guard came out. Pow! Since that warning one. And he kept trying to go, man. And pow, 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 pow.
I mean, that's actually kind of crazy that they're allowed to just kill you if you try to escape, right?
As long as you're on the inside of the prison and you don't stop after that warning, yeah, they got to center mass you. Now,
It's just crazy that they're allowed to do it because it's like we're barely allowed to execute like murderers. So it's like escaping from prison. That's not as bad as murder.
Yeah, I mean,
depending on what.
Like I said, old girl got fired.
Depending on what you're in prison. Not that I want
Yeah,
inmates escaping or whatever
Yeah.
all the time, but
That's
it just
crazy.
seems like really kind of, I don't know. It just seems
yeah. They send that first warning shot. You don't stop moving.
it seems weird that some CO
does.
in a tower is allowed to just take your life like that. It's fucking,
No, you know what's fucking crazier? You could go to an academy for 2-3 months and be trusted with a gun. You got to go to barber school for a little bit over a year to be trusted with.
Yeah, I
shears.
remember when Kaepernick said that. I didn't take that as no diss. That just let people know how serious our
right.
shit is and how unserious theirs is.
Yeah.
Well, I used to work a security contract for Homeland Security
Yes.
on the buildings out here,
Uh-huh.
and we had to pistol qual. And the people that would come from LPD and try to work with us, they wouldn't be able to pass the pistol qual. They'd wash out. They'd get fired for failing pistol qual. The ones that were cops, sheriffs, LPD, state patrol, all that shit, they were the worst with a gun
That is interesting. Why?
because they barely trained, dude.
They barely train.
Like I never really even used a pistol in the Marine Corps, but you put
You still training with
you
it.
put a weapon in my I understand like this is a trigger, this is a sight, like I understand how this works at least. But these motherfuckers were like, motherfuckers shooting themselves in the leg on the draw and shit. And I'm like, dude.
I mean, the dude where the acorns or whatever the fuck was falling on the car. Remember that? What was that? A
What,
couple
Minnesota?
months ago?
What was that? Yeah, he shot the
he's-
guy
yeah.
2 times.
Like you don't know what a pistol
But it-
sounds like, motherfucker.
It's insane. We had dudes who would
he
we had
thought
to
he
do
got shot at.
we had to do a quick draw, and we had dudes who would like blow the tips of their fingers off because they would pass the other hand. They'd just be like, "Bah!" It's like, weren't you a cop?
Really? That's
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
interesting.
Motherfuckers with like fucking Parkinson's, basically. Like, I'm like,
Wow.
I wonder how far into their training do they get the like a live firearm?
I mean, it has to be
Either
pretty
way,
quick
it's
because
too-
their
too
training's
fast.
their
You're right.
training's not
Yeah, the
that-
word
Yeah,
quick ain't good.
Well, I mean, it's not even too fast.
You
'cause,
got to
like,
train with the gun, you know?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I honestly think the earlier the better because, like, in the Marine Corps, we got them pretty early.
Pretty
like,
early.
before they ever gave us bullets, we were just carrying them around everywhere.
real shit, just
everywhere.
not
Yeah.
no rounds.
Knowing not to flag
everywhere.
anybody, you know?
Yeah, just
knowing them where to point them.
Just
stuff like that.
practicing, like, taking care of it.
Mhm.
And
Open it up,
and, like,
knowing the safety, cleaning it,
like
you know?
respecting it.
Well, I always said that the movie where the sniper dude where the part where he laid there for 2 or 3 days and they called him off the shot and Chris Kyle remember and he followed orders. He did not take that shot. Dude was right in his crosshairs. Like me, I probably been like, man, fuck it, back out. You know, but the training, you know what I'm saying? I don't have that training. Police officers, they're killing somebody all the
Well,
time.
and they like, I feel like this is like it's a weird conversation, but I feel like the mindset that they put them into, like, you need to be on edge. Everybody's trying to kill you.
Putting
Like,
fear into 'em,
well,
yeah.
like, and when I see a cop, I'm not even doing anything, and I'm afraid. Like, I see a cop, I want them to go away.
You afraid? Try being my color or his color.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like annoying when cops show up. Like, they're not there for any good. They're just there to.
Well, I think a lot of them
I don't know, give somebody a
are
ticket
more or
or
less
something.
showing that they're fucking loose cannons with
Well,
fucking guns and
It's
shit.
fucking crazy. And like unmarked police cars is crazy too. Like in every other country, the cops want you to see them because they want you to come get them if there's an emergency.
Those are just traps. They, you know.
Yeah, it's like this is the only place where the cops like actively hide from this.
It's
so weird.
it's really safe to say that Lincoln, Nebraska, and as a whole is a police state, bro.
Yeah.
It's a
And I mean, there's like a place for there's a place for like
It is.
super specialized special ops, like
LA,
like SWAT
Chicago.
team, like undercover sting operation cops, but it's not like
not here.
unmarked cruisers giving you a speeding ticket. Like it's stupid. I mean, they don't do unmarked here, but
Oh yeah, they do. I see it every
Do they?
day. Yeah, from that dirty station wagon with all the fucking
Oh.
Marlboro packs in the dash
I see.
to the big F-250.
Yeah.
I see shit every day, and then, and I cut some of their hair. You know what I mean? And it's cool. Like I said, I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I was a little reluctant.
Well, it's like some of them are cool, but for every one cool one, there's two not cool ones.
There's those dicks, and I probably cut more. And I remember faces. I probably cut more cops than they led me to know.
Yeah.
But a lot of those faces I remember haven't come back. Probably because they look your boy up. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel like it just attracts the wrong kind of person to, like the job itself just attracts.
It's not it's
the
not
wrong kind of
attractive,
people.
especially for what I see over here, blacks and Latinos. I don't even think they have a Spanish speaking officer over here right now. And right now in this neighborhood where we're from, you got to know some Spanish. I'd probably say it's 85% Latino over here, and they don't even have a Spanish speaking officer.
That's crazy.
It is.
That's crazy.
It's crazy as
insane,
fuck.
yeah.
I'm like, well, shit. Y'all
What do? They like call somebody on the phone. They like
Translate.
talk to us.
translate. Yeah, they'll probably
Use Google
talk
Translate.
to this dude.
Right.
uncle or baby girl or little boy will probably translate.
That's where AI is pretty cool though.
Yeah,
It's just like real-time
the
translation.
language app.
They have,
they're
like-
probably using that.
They have like AR glasses that like give people subtitles when they're talking.
That's probably what they say. Shit, let's use the app. Fuck it, we don't need a Mexican on the force.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Honestly.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've had conversations with some, and you guys got any Latino officers in Crete?
We actually do.
Really?
We got 1, 2, 3. Well, I cut their hair. We got a sheriff.
Spanish speaking?
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, you have to in Crete though.
I was gonna say I feel like the Spanish speaking population ratio is higher probably.
I think here they say, and I
I
could
mean,
be
it
wrong.
still should have it here.
They
There's
still
no-
should.
I mean, there's
have it.
enough.
Well, in this neighborhood,
There's enough
especially.
people that speak Spanish
Right.
here that.
And it's been a while. I won't say the officer's name, but it was a black officer, no longer on the force. Basically said Lincoln's black and minority population, it was only like 11 to 17%. So I'm like, yeah, obviously we're in Nebraska, so LPD feels that's all they need to represent.
Oh.
Yeah, so like,
I
yeah,
see.
we got enough. We don't need no Mexicans, and we got enough black dudes. That's the way I'm taking that.
Yeah. I think that's the way they meant it. Yeah.
I mean, no other way to look at that.
Yeah.
But it's not an attractive position. I mean, historically, even before George Floyd, or we can go all the way, man, we can go so far back. It's never been an attractive for blacks and Latinos.
Or these blacks or Latinos are finding other trades.
I think so. I think so.
You know,
COVID was a gift and a curse for a lot of people.
I kind of feel like there's more like the business ownership percentage for blacks and Latinos probably is higher.
Yeah.
has risen throughout the years. Yeah,
It's risen
Like-
throughout the years tremendously. I'm grateful for it. Just over here, like I've watched probably the past 20, 25 years, the Mexican community over here. I watched that. It was Klein's. I think he was like a one of the original immigrant Germans, and he owned damn near that whole block, like from I think what is this G to F. The guy owned the whole block, even some residents and shit over there. Now that shit over there is all Mexican, owned by one family. They got a mural on the wall of their family over there.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I
pretty
watched
sick.
that happen.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it is. Y'all got to check the mural out over there, man.
Yeah.
It's real dope. So seeing that, I'm like, yeah, there's been some great things happening, but like I said, COVID was a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
I think for everybody, but yeah, for blacks and Latinos, I think the entrepreneurship. You know, like if there might have been a cake business that had been there for 35 years that all of a sudden had to close its doors over COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Well, grandma and them been doing them same kind of motherfucking cakes in the kitchen for our birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, show grandma a little bit of Facebook, a little bit of
Yeah,
Instagram. Shit, she got a cake business.
Opportunity. I mean, your grandma can make it big on TikTok.
You know what I'm
and-
saying? I think.
That's crazy.
It's
TikTok
fucking
is just
crazy.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, it is. I would have never. You
Like
wouldn't have.
15 years ago, someone would have told you about TikTok. You would have been like, "Dude, get that shit out of here." Like, that's
Mhm.
never gonna work. People don't got time for that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? We used to say people don't got time for that shit. You know, now it's like that's all we do. That's all they do.
It's crazy.
I'm not on TikTok. I'm on Instagram, but I see people who are on TikTok all fucking day, man. You know, and it's from different ages, from like
yeah, it's just
Well,
addictive.
6 all the way to like up to their 60s.
It's like it's
man.
designed to hook you to it.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
really,
And
it's
I don't
like
want to
really
do
good
that.
at it.
That's why I think we had the discussion. You know, I get people all the time like, man, y'all should do this with the show. Y'all should do this. And I'm like,
Well,
okay.
we can't be on TikTok anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to.
The 50 cent thing.
Yeah, that took off for us, but I don't want to have to be on fucking what we say the top nail earner, the little gymnast chick from Alabama. I think she had to post like every 39 seconds.
Yeah, some crazy.
You guys should
Yeah.
do interviews, a podcast, but like interview. You know, interview
Oh yeah,
different people.
yeah. Hell yeah, I'm down with that. But I just
Yeah,
don't
I
want
mean,
to
we've-
obligate myself to the internet like that.
Like, I'll give you an example. Like one day you get a stripper, one day you get a cop.
Oh, so like soft white underbelly.
Oh yeah, I do some soft wire and underbelly shit. I know some people. Shit,
Find-
we can get on our
find
bikes,
some-
dog, and with
Find
the
some
mics.
hill, find some hill people.
Go under the bridge over here.
I don't want to. I'm good.
I know some
I don't want
people. I
to.
know some spots.
I don't want to.
I know some
I'm all right.
spots.
Get a crackhead and a lawyer together. You're gonna see how much. You're gonna see. You're gonna see how much shit they learn from each other. Right?
Crackheads, man. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. I hope y'all get better. But some of the dopest people I've ever met have been drug addicts and
Yeah, I mean,
alcoholics
being a drug addict doesn't automatically
don't
make
mean
you
you
a
bad person.
person.
You're sick. You're sick.
Yeah.
Shit, I've had crackheads.
Well, I mean, the
hide
thing-
me out and shit, get me out of town. You know what I'm saying, for a couple dollars.
You're addicted to drug. The drug did what it was supposed to do to you.
That's it.
Like that's what meth does and shit,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Like it's not the meth head's fault.
But they seen some shit.
They seen it
But
all.
yeah, they like
You know, that's what I mean. Lawyers learn from them, and they learn from lawyers. Like,
Mm-hmm. There was a book I read years ago, man, and I've been trying to find this fucking book for years. It was one of those where the author doesn't put his, what do you call that? Where the author doesn't leave his name.
a pseudonym.
Pseudonym, right?
uh-huh.
It was the 90th percentile. I think it was like the 15th percentile, and that's what it 90th/15th, and it was an orange book cover, and it was just these stories were real. These stories were all true, and the two that stuck out in my mind was the homeless guy. where he was digging in the trash one day, found a couple apples that were good enough, you know, he could save for later that he could eat. So he took the apples, went out on the curb, sat there, got a couple bucks, and decided to eat his apples.
Okay.
Well, lady walks up, gives him 75 cents for that one apple. Another guy walks up, gives him $1 for that apple. Now homie has enough money to go buy a whole bag of apples. Long story short, he ended up owning a fruit stand on that corner. Then there's the guy that had the trophy wife. He had the Ferrari. He had the corner office on the 45th floor. That guy had everything. Eats his breakfast, gets in his Ferrari, stops and get his coffee, goes up to his 45th floor office and jumps out the window to commit suicide. The whole book was just, I'm just like, damn. I'm trying to find that book again. And anybody ever heard of this book, please let me know.
What was it called?
I just remember the cover. It said 90th percentile, 15%.
We got a few minutes left. Maybe we can Google it. 90th?
90th percentile, 15 percentile.
Percentile, 15.
And I probably orange book cover. I remember. Great fucking book.
Yeah, that didn't turn up anything. Sorry.
Man.
But I can tell you how many books you'd have to read per year to be in the 99th percentile of book readers.
How many?
I'm gonna tell you guys something real quick, okay?
Yeah.
This is pay attention to this. I'm gonna show you guys a glitch in the Matrix.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm with it.
12, by the way.
Okay.
Books.
Demond, you gonna let me borrow $25? You gonna let me borrow $25?
Okay.
Okay. How much is that?
Fetty.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna buy some shoes. I'm gonna spend $45 on them.
Okay.
How much money I got left?
5.
All right. Carlos comes through. He want to borrow $3. I let him borrow $3. How many dollars I got left?
2.
2. Okay. With those $2, I give you $1, and I give you $1. How much is that? How much do I owe you, and how much do I owe you? 24?
24 and 24. Yeah.
What's 24 plus 24?
48.
Carlos comes back and pays me those $3. What's 48 plus 3?
51.
Where'd that one come from?
Where did that one come from?
Oh, wait.
Hold on.
Carlos came back with how much?
$3.
3?
Yeah.
You let me borrow 25. You let me borrow 25. That's 50. Okay? That's 50. I go spend 45. I got $5 left. Look at me. I lend $3. Them $3 go away. I have $2 left. I give you $1 and I give you $1. I owe you 24. I owe you 24. That's 48. Carlos comes back and gave me my $3. I got $1 in my fucking pocket. I don't owe nobody money.
Weird. I don't know.
This is what I'm telling you guys. This is the glitch to making money.
Yeah.
Why do you think there's so many fucking lenders out in the world?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
I mean that's like just predatory. Those
No.
Well, aggressive. Yeah,
those
what do they call that shit? Aggressive loaning.
Those payday lending places. Those are like
They
taking
went-
advantage of the
But
poor.
think about what I just did. I didn't confuse you.
We
guys.
need to know what Carlos did.
I didn't confuse you guys, or you guys can't figure this out.
Well, I am confused.
Even if you write it down, is the answer is gonna come out the same.
We need to know what Carlos did.
It's got to. Well, I mean,
Carlos didn't
all
have
he
to-
did was borrow $3.
Yeah, all he did was borrow $3 and he brought him back. You gave him $3 out of them $5 that you wasted out of 50. You know, or you wasted 45. You got 5 back.
I
You
don't know.
thinking you hard, boy?
I'm a thinker too. This motherfucker with me all night.
That's all the time we got anyway.
Find
So
out
you
where
guys,
that motherfucking dollar came from.
you guys can all think about that too. Do you got anything you want to plug, like your Facebook or your shop or your
The shop,
Instagram?
all
or
that, man.
anything?
Plug it,
Yeah,
plug
you got anything you want to divert traffic to?
Yeah, my Instagram is Diaz Bros Barber Shop, I believe. My Facebook is David Diaz Bros Barber in Crete, Nebraska.
Cool. Right on, man. Thanks for coming today. Good to see you.
Gotta do it again.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I'm gonna find out where that dollar came from.
Yeah. Gotta find out
Trust me, you're gonna stay up tomorrow.
We'll
You
go
guys are
figure
gonna
it out.
fucking tell me where the fuck did that dollar
We're
go?
gonna
I need
figure
to
it out.
talk to Carlos.
I'm gonna bring $50 next time. I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring.
we might have to do this
I'm
physically.
gonna bring. I'm gonna bring.
We
50
gotta go grab a Carlos.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm gonna bring $50 and Carlos.
Find Carlos, and we need to see what the fuck he did.
All he did was borrow $3.
Yeah, he did,
That's
didn't
it.
he?
That's it.
Damn.
And he brought them $3 back.
I still need to talk to Carlos.
we
He
got-
knows something.
Carlos.
Hey, the thing is, you got interest back for nothing.
That's true. Do something with that. I don't know what you can do with that. Make yourself $1. You be Carlos.
Make yourself a
That's the
dollar.
lesson. Is you be Carlos.
That's it.
You can check us out on Instagram. We have a TikTok. You can check out our 50 Cent diss. It wasn't a diss, dude. We like you,
I fuck with 50.
dude. You took the. I've said it before. You took the heat on that pretty bad.
I did. Youngsters don't know about the real 50, man.
Anyway.
There was the real 50 Cent. What did I say? Well, what did I say? If the real 50 Cent was alive, he would either be extorting 50 Cent or 50 Cent would be dead. And these are facts. Look it up. The real 50. He's
gonna
a
happen.
bad motherfucker.
It's gonna
Officer
happen again. It's
Ricky.
gonna happen again. Anyways, thanks for listening. Most importantly, tell your friends to listen to us too. If everybody just told one person to listen to us, our audience would double to 20 people. It's more than that. I don't check the numbers anymore, but it's more than that. We have like 100 subscribers, so we're doing all right. Anyways, see you later. Have a good week.